Welcome back to another Time Out Quick Guide, and today we're going to be talking about the things that you need to know if you're new to Abu Dhabi.
But before we get going, don't forget to subscribe to Time Out GCC YouTube channel and leave a comment below for a chance to win a staycation every single month.
And now that the summer is coming to an end, lots of residents are returning to the city and thousands of newcomers will also be arriving at Abu Dhabi Airport. And while the city can seem a little overwhelming at first, you'll soon find your feet and will fall in love with the capital. So if you're new to the capital, then here are 10 things you should know about Abu Dhabi. And first of all, we're going to be talking about brunch.
That's right, brunch will have a new meaning. Forget egg benedict and orange juice because brunch isn't really a breakfast thing in Abu Dhabi. Many, if not most of the top hotels and restaurants in the city will host a brunch where you can enjoy unlimited beverages and food. Every brunch is different, and although most brunches take place on Friday afternoon, you can get night brunches and Saturday brunches too. For brunch reviews and deals, check out Time Out Abu Dhabi website and social media channels. And now we're going to be talking about the islands of Abu Dhabi.
That's right, because the city is actually made up of hundreds of different islands, and it might not seem like it when you're driving around downtown, but that is absolutely the case. Some of the larger islands in Abu Dhabi you'll be aware of, like Sadia, Yas Island and Reem. Those are pretty obvious to spot, but there are loads more that you'll spot as you drive throughout the city without even realizing. So don't worry if you don't have your sea legs, you're not going to need a boat to navigate the city, but it's pretty cool to have such a unique place to live. And next, we're going to talk all about ladies' nights.
Ladies' nights are extremely popular in the city, and you can go to one every single night of the week. What are they? Well, ladies can receive free drinks and great deals at restaurants and hotels across the city, meaning they are the ideal way to get out and explore the nightlife scene without spending a dirham. You can find a full list of ladies' night on the Time Out Abu Dhabi website as well. And next up, we're going to be talking about the weather in Abu Dhabi.
And that's right, spoiler alert, you're going to get hot. The UAE is a desert country, and it should come as no surprise that it gets incredibly hot in Abu Dhabi. The temperature can get up to around 50 degrees in the summer, which from around June to September. But don't worry too much because almost everywhere has excellent air conditioning, meaning most of the time you'll be kept cool. For the times you are outside in the summer months though, be sure to keep hydrated and wear plenty of sun cream. For the rest of the year, the weather is pretty much perfect, we promise you, and we'll see you on the beach. And next we're going to be talking about Abu Dhabi's cultural landmarks.
The city skyline is one of our favorite sites, but there's more to the city than 5-star hotels and top-end restaurants. There are loads of amazing cultural attractions to see like the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, the Heritage Village, the Qasr Al Hosn, and loads more. Plus, you can take a 1-hour drive down to Al Ain and there are even more brilliant sites that give you an understanding of Emirati culture and tradition. And now we're going to be talking about the transportation in the city.
Getting around Abu Dhabi is really easy and taxis are both plentiful and affordable, so don't be afraid to wave one down on the street or book through the dedicated mobile app. You can also use Uber and the regional version of Uber, Careem, in the city to book a ride from A to B. Abu Dhabi doesn't have a tram or a metro or a train service, but public buses cover most of the city and it's even more affordable than taxis for a way to get around. You can also find electric scooters in some part of the capital, which you can unlock and ride with the help of an app for a few dirhams a minute, and it's also a big bit of fun. It's a big city, so you'll probably have to be in a vehicle to see it properly. If you have a 4x4, there's also the chance to take a ride in the desert, which is a beautiful place to explore. Just remember to do so safely. So next we're going to talk about some of the biggest events of the year and the dates you're going to want to put in your diary.
That's right, there are loads of events to be aware of throughout the year in Abu Dhabi, but some are bigger than the others. In late November, the Formula One comes to town for perhaps the biggest weekend of the year, with concerts, parties and loads more happening around the race itself. Abu Dhabi has also signed a 5-year deal to bring the UFC to the city, with the first event happening on September 7. You can also expect more big concerts, comedy gigs and other festivals across the calendar year, as well as national holidays including UAE National Day, which takes place on December 2nd every year. And now we're going to talk about how to enjoy the city for less.
I mean, sure, staying in 5-star hotels and eating at the best restaurants in town will cost you a few of your hard-earned dirhams, but you don't have to splash the cash to enjoy our city. There are loads of free sporting activities, cultural landmarks, events, beaches and entertainment options that are incredibly cheap and in some cases completely free. And next up today, we're going to be talking about some of the local dishes you're going to want to try when you're living in Abu Dhabi.
Like most places in the world, Abu Dhabi has great food, and there are some things that you might not have tried anywhere else. We love a bargain, so cheap food like shawarma, manakish and chai is right up our alley. If you don't know what we're talking about, they are kebab, flatbread and tea respectively, and can be picked up for a few dirhams all over town. And now lastly, we're going to talk about how diverse the capital is.
That's right. I mean, Abu Dhabi truly is a multicultural city. It's home to people from more than 200 countries. You will meet and befriend people from different backgrounds to yourself. From the Americas, Africa, Europe and Asia, the UAE is a melting pot of cultures, and it's a great experience getting to know people from different backgrounds and learn their culture. So don't be scared to go out with your comfort zone when calling Abu Dhabi home. You won't regret it.
And that's it from us today. Those were the top things you need to know if you're new in the capital.
And that's right, and one thing else you need to know is to subscribe and comment on this video. We give away a staycation every month, and that would be a great way to start your stay in the UAE. We'll see you next time.